After the recent Pearson update, the templates are actually banned, meaning you cannot use templated response or generic templates, especially for describe image and Retell lecture. So if you're wondering what needs to be used in Retell lecture, then this video is the one that gives you complete insights, the new template, the new structure, and the complete end-to-end strategies as far as Retell lecture is concerned. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till then. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on PTE Retell lecture, the complete full strategies and the new template. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We'll have a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. So before we delve into the new template, the new structure, the new update, let me help you with the basics of Retell lecture. What PTE Retell lecture is all about. An audio will be played. The audio length will be approximately 1 to 1.5 minutes. You should listen to the audio and you would have gotten a pen and a book, a marker and an erasable notebook to be precise. You can take down some notes there, and once the audio ends, immediately you should not speak. You will get 10-second buffer time. Use the 10 seconds time to look into the notes that you have written and post 10 seconds. A beep sound will be there to indicate the microphone is now on. Then you should start speaking. To record your responses, 40 seconds will be given. 30 seconds, 25 to 30, 35 seconds is more than enough. 1 or 2 questions, mostly 2 questions will come from this section. You can expect some 7 to 10 marks or 8 to 10 marks towards your speaking and towards your listening separately, because this is an integrated module, because you are listening and then you are speaking. Now let's talk about the methods that people usually follow. The first method that people would opt for is the easiest method called keyword method, wherein they listen to the audio and write some 10 keywords, a word, comma word, and they use some template. In each line of the template, they put that word and just speak. This will not work. This has never worked, but even now Pearson has clearly mentioned in the recent update that was effective from November 4th, 2024, that henceforth templated responses, keyword responses, mechanical responses will be flagged by the artificial intelligence software. And once it is flagged, it will be redirected to a human evaluator, and if he decides that a complete templated responses or generic responses or mechanical responses or keyword kind of responses has been used, your fluency will be 0, content will be 0, pronunciation will be 0. Well, this is the recent update. By the way, we have a solution, don't have to worry. A lot of students on an everyday basis are getting that 79. After November 4th, probably more than 20-25 students. You can check all of their score reports, their write-ups, their journey in our Instagram channel. If you have not followed it, kindly consider following our Instagram channel called SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. You will find a lot of information on this scenario. So basically, if you use keywords, just keywords, or very lengthy templates, it becomes very easy for the software to flag it for the human evaluation. There you will be definitely caught. On top of it, if you just use keywords, only one word for each line of the template, you will not be able to carry that flow. So content marks will go down, and because of the content being scored low, your listening will go down, your speaking will go down. So avoid using such and avoid using very lengthy templates. My earlier template was quite lengthy. If you write a lot of phrases for my old template, it will still work. Lengthy phrases, like each line of the template you have to write 2 phrases. One phrase is like 4 or 5 words, like that 10 words you need to write for each phrase. In such a scenario, it will definitely work. But if you have the habit of writing very small phrases, then I would recommend you to go with a new template that I've unveiled in the previous video, in many videos. Here as well, I'm giving you complete understanding of this new template or the so-called structure. So before we delve into this new template, let's understand the strategies one needs to follow in the Retell lecture. Like I told you, the method number 1, keyword method, will definitely not work. So now we need a new method. The new method is called converting the Retell lecture into read aloud. So what is this converting the Retell lecture into read aloud? In the read aloud, whatever you see, you're gonna read, isn't it? You will not fix the grammar. Of course, there won't be any mistakes. But even if there are mistakes, you are compelled to just read whatever you see on the screen, isn't it? So in Retell lecture as well, you have a template. I'm about to unveil that in just a while. And whatever you have written, just read. Don't have to make sense. Don't have to correct it. Don't have to fix your grammar. Your written lecture is being scored with respect to fluency 5 marks, content 5 marks, pronunciation 5 marks. There is no marks for grammar. Remember this. Whatever is there, whatever you have written, even if the grammatically wrong sentence you have written, it's okay, just continue. That's the step number 1. The step number 2, you got to listen for 5 seconds. I repeat, listen for 5 seconds. In those 5 to 6 seconds, you decide, okay, this is the phrase, this is the sentence that I'm going to write. And that's it. The next 5 seconds, you start writing. But when you listen, don't write. When you write, don't listen. This is the mistake what people end up doing. When they write, they also listen. As a result, they will not be able to listen, they will not be able to write also. It's two things happening one after the other. It's listening skill and the writing skill. You listen for 5 seconds, you write for 5 seconds. Listen for 5 seconds, write for 5 seconds. Do this 4 or 5 times. You will have some 4, 5 or 6 phrases easily, and whatever you've written, just go with the template and finish it off. It's as simple as this. The only mistake what people end up doing is when they listen, they try to write, and when they write, they try to listen for the fear of missing out on important keywords. There's nothing like an important keyword. Whatever is possible for you to write from the audio, that's more than enough. Don't have to too much worry about, okay, this is an important keyword that I've messed up, that I missed, so obviously my marks will go down. No, it doesn't work that way. Any data that you take from the audio will be more than enough to get a full score towards your content, fluency and pronunciation. So this is the template that I was talking about. The lecture discusses, in the beginning the speaker explained about, later the speaker said. Here the speaker also mentioned, in conclusion the lecture effectively summarized. This is not a template kind of thing. This can be a structure. You ask a random person who is unaware of what PTE is and tell him there is a task called, I'll play an audio, I'll give you a pen and a book, you make some notes and then you speak or summarize the audio. You just tell him, he definitely would say, speaker talked about, in the beginning the speaker said, in conclusion speaker said, he would automatically use this. This is not a template. This is a structure. You can definitely use this, but write phrases. You cannot put one keyword. 5 keywords, I'll put it here and escape. Definitely you're gonna get 0 for your content, fluency and pronunciation. Remember this. So now I'm gonna play the audio. You can get a book and a pen and take some notes and try doing it. But in parallel, you can also watch. If you don't want to practice with me, you can just watch as to how I'm taking the notes, what amount of stress I'm taking, how am I doing it at ease, what all kind of points that I take, each and everything you can just notice. Let's start. I am going to play the audio right now.
Today, a university like the LSE certainly has to acknowledge that it is in competition for the best students, all of whom have choices they can exercise, and many of them choices which run across national and continental borders. We are in competition too for staff. The academic job market is one of the most global there is, and in the 21st century, English is the new Latin. So universities in English-speaking countries
is the new Latin.
More intensive competition than those elsewhere. We are in competition for government funding through the assessment of research quality. We are in competition for
government funding,
sources.
For government funding,
for the philanthropic pound. Many of our own donors more than one.
We are in competition for
the LSE's
philanthropic
alongside
pound.
those of other charities to which they are committed. That is the competitive environment which is particularly visible to a vice chancellor.
Which is particularly visible for vice chancellor. Now whatever we see, we're going to start reading. Remember, the first line of the template will go with first line of what you have written. Second line of the template will go with second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, whatever you've written, just read it. The lecture discusses it is in competition for best students. In the beginning, the speaker explained about we are in competition for staff and English is the new Latin. Later, the speaker said that those elsewhere and we are in competition for government funding. Here, the speaker also mentioned we are in competition for philanthropic pound. In conclusion, the lecture effectively summarized, which is particularly visible for vice chancellor. You do this 100%, you have to get it. This number of phrases are not required, even if you reduce it, by at least like 4 to 5 phrases should be enough. I've written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phrases I've written. In the fourth line, I've got 2 phrases. If you can get more, definitely software will be impressed, gives you more score. If you get less, in the end, I'll show you in the worst case what you should be doing. But this is how you do it. Absolutely no fumble. Your fumble marks will go down to both speaking and listening, because when you fumble, software will not be able to understand what you speak. Pronunciation is all about your fluency, and open the mouth more, you should be able to get a good score. And content, if you write like this, more than enough. Now we'll quickly move on to the second question. Okay, I'm going to play the audio now. Let's start.
When we think about new species that evolved from a common ancestor, it may seem obvious to
think about
the
new
influence of the
species
environment. Take Pacific salmon, for
that
example. There are
evolved
8 species
from,
of
I'm not
Pacific
listening,
salmon, and they
common
share
ancestor.
a common ancestor. The split between them is thought to have been caused by the emergence of coastal mountain ranges along the Pacific, which created new landscapes. The salmon adapted. So we know the environment can shape the evolution of a species.
The environment can shape the evolution of the species, and the environment can shape the evolution of the species.
His example, in fact, has to do with Pacific salmon. They hatch in the springtime in riverbeds.
They hatch
after spending the first few stages of life in freshwater. Pacific salmon migrate to the estuaries that connect them to the ocean, where they live the bulk of their lives. Depending on the species, they can be anywhere from 18 months and 8 years. In autumn of their final year, they return upriver to spawn
18
riverbeds
months and 8 years.
Spawning
They told
behaviors
also, I remember, depending
specifically,
on the
the female
species,
salmon uses her tail to displace sediment, creating a pit to nest her eggs. And when she buries the fertilized eggs using sediment excavated upstream of the nest, this relatively small displacement, taken by every spawning female salmon, has a significant impact on the slope and erosion rate of river channels over time.
Significant impact
Riverbeds
on
where
river
salmon
channels.
spawn, researchers have noted,
Over time, I
have
think
fewer
it's
fine
enough.
sediments and a
Though it is
looser
quite
bed
lengthy.
structure.
It may not be this lengthy, but it can come as well. But 1.5 minutes is usual, 1 to 1.5 minutes. But as I have written humongous, a lot of things. Now the first part is done. I just have to execute whatever I've written without trying to change something, or grammar is wrong, it is not making sense, nothing. Whatever you've written, just keep going. The lecture discusses when we talk about new species that evolved from common ancestor. In the beginning, the speaker explained about the salmon adapted and the environment can shape the evolution of the species. Later, the speaker said the hatch in the springtime in the riverbed. Here, the speaker also mentioned depending on the species anywhere between 18 months and 8 years. In conclusion, the lecture effectively summarized, and when she buries the fertilized egg has a significant impact on river channels over time, you have to get 100%, 10 out of 10 or 8 out of 8 from all the lectures towards your listening and speaking if you perform this way. Now the last scenario, what if I'm not able to write these many phrases? In the worst case, it's only in the worst case. Remember, worst case. All I'm talking about is only in the worst case. You have written only 2 phrases what to do, something like this. The phrase number 1, drug company is surviving. The phrase number 2, that's are misleading. In such a scenario, what should I do? Well, you cannot do much. The software is getting intelligent by the day, but still I would recommend in the worst of the worst case, you need to get some marks for the fluency, and still you are using not a templated responses, you're writing something from the audio. It should still give you marks, but not the complete marks, and definitely this will not be flagged by AI because you're giving some content. You have written 2 phrases, just observe how I do it. The lecture discusses the drug company is surviving. In the beginning, the speaker explained about the ads are misleading. Later, the speaker said the drug company is surviving. Here, the speaker also mentioned the ads are misleading. In conclusion, the lecture effectively summarized drug company is surviving and the ads are misleading. Here, I'm not using a templated response or something. I have written 2 sentences. Now, what more can I do? I'm just repeating it. Definitely will not get full scores. Let's say from 1 written lecture, you're supposed to get 5 marks towards your listening and speaking. You may end up getting 2. But if you skip it, if you don't attempt it, you will definitely get 0. So 2 is still better than 0. So this is how you can perform in the worst case scenario. But remember, it's only in the worst case scenario. Write at least 5 to 6 phrases if possible. Now, before we end the video, let's understand the summary of whatever I discussed today. The number 1 is absolutely no fumble when you speak, because fluency is the one that wins the race over the content. No hesitations, no intonations, because all this will contribute to a very low score towards your fluency. Remember, if you have the pitch issue, that needs to be fixed, otherwise marks will still not be so good. Speed should be normal, natural speed, just the way you do in the read aloud. Don't have to go very fast or very slow. The strategy still remains the same. Listen and then write. Don't listen and write at the same time. Write phrases and avoid writing keywords, and also go with the new structure that I showed you. And the last one, when you have less phrases, just repeat them in the template so that you can still have some hope of getting 2 out of 5 from Retell lecture towards your speaking and listening. Alright, I really hope this was an informative content. If you believe the same, like, share and subscribe, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'll park the video here. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thanks much.